While only 7% of the United States population is composed of veterans, 13% of the adult homeless population is veterans. Hi, my name is Ted Cullen, and for my senior project, I planned and hosted a dance, Street Dance for Those Who Serve, to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project. Many things inspired my dance, but two people that inspired my dance were my grandfather and my friend Tony. My grandfather was a veteran himself after serving in the Army for a couple of years, and my grandfather was a veteran himself after serving in the Army for a couple of years. My friend Tony was deployed to Iraq but was honorably discharged after he was hit with an explosive device. One week during the summer, my church takes a trip to the Boundary Waters, and it was on one of these trips that I met my friend Tony. I told Tony about my senior project, and he said a great organization to donate to would be the Wounded Warrior Project. He said that they helped him and others like him both financially and with other hardships that they may have. I thought it was a great idea. Another event that inspired me was attending Minnesota Boys State. Minnesota Boys State is a place where boys go from their junior to senior year of high school to run a mock government of sorts to learn more about the government and how intricate it works. Veterans worked at Boys State, some without receiving pay, and it really made me want to give back to those individuals. The last thing that inspired my dance was a memorial built in my hometown of Rogers, Minnesota. It honored the men and women from the last 100 years that fought in any branch of the U.S. Army. My advisor for my project was Clint Haley. Clint is a part of the technical support staff at Spectrum High School. He does audio and lights for plays and musicals, makes promotional videos for the school, and he also runs a school store. Clint also helped me with the overall setup of the dance, and he was very willing to meet with me over the summer. In my paper, I answered the question, is the government doing enough for our United States veterans? And I said they are not because of a government misallocation of funds, a lack of funding, and an oversight in regards to mental health. To summarize my senior project into one sentence, I planned and hosted a dance, Street Dance for Those Who Serve, to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project. The first step was to brainstorm ideas. I knew I wanted to host a dance because I have a love of music, but I didn't know what kind of dance to host. After brainstorming ideas with the teacher, she thought I should host a dance outside, and I thought this would be perfect because I had never done that before and no one at Spectrum had ever done that before. Street Dance for Those Who Served was held on September 6th, 2014 from 8 to 11 p.m. I only expected 30 to 40 kids to show up, but a grand total of 53 kids came. It was held in the Spectrum parking lot, and the weather was awesome. I was scared that there might be rain that day, but there was no rain, and it was a perfect warm day out. This is my favorite picture from the dance, by the way. He's doing a dance called the Nay Nay.
Who was that? Is that Nash?
Nash Gleason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Adding up the total cost of my dance, the equipment was free. I rented equipment from a music shop, Main Street Music in Elk River, and after talking to the manager, Jamie, and explaining that all the profit from my project was going to the Wounded Warrior Project, he was very moved and let me rent the speakers and equipment for free. Mm-hmm. He was very moved and let me rent the speakers and equipment for free if I agreed to hold up a banner, which is in the center there, and to give them shout-outs at the dance, which I did. The food was donated by John and Danita Detmer, my aunt and uncle, who are corn farmers in Iowa. They donated all the sweet corn and other various food items. I only spent $17 on my dance, which included balloons and streamers. Adding up everything from my dance, I made a total of $425.25 to donate to the Wounded Warrior Project, and I spent a total of 30 hours on my project. I would not change anything about my project because I outlined my project my junior year of high school, and I stayed on task during the summer. There wasn't a day that didn't go by where I wasn't planning the music or some sort of detail for the dance. Even though it did take away from my last summer in high school a little bit, it was such a reward to see my dance be so successful. The only problem was a date change. It was originally set for over Labor Day weekend, but I knew that kids would be out of town and that wouldn't go over well, so I changed it to September 6, 2014, and that turned out to be great. It wasn't even a problem, the date change, because it was early before I even advertised also. I learned many things, but probably the most important was more about the struggle of our veterans. At Spectrum High School, we do this project to graduate high school and to get a grade, but for me, it was never about that. It really went back to supporting my grandpa and what he would want me to do, and my friend Tony. I really just wanted to help people that had fought and protected our country. I learned more about myself, and I learned that being careful and planning carefully will provide a really nice outcome. I learned equipment setup. I don't need to rely on anyone else. Clint, my advisor, taught me how to set up the equipment, so I don't need to rely on anyone else now because I learned how to do it myself. I learned what goes into a dance because even though my dance was only 3 hours long, it took me 3 months to plan it. And I never procrastinated, which showed to be successful. And I learned more about organization and planning and talking to people of business. One of the things I did was I had to create an advertisement and a flyer. This is about the 5th draft of my flyer, and I just had to rearrange size of text, the color of text, and how many images I wanted on the actual flyer. Another thing I did was set up a table at back to school night. I knew it would be a great night to advertise because all the teachers are coming through and parents and students are coming through. So I advertised that way, and I also asked for donations at this night. I raised $60 in donations at this night, so it proved to be a success. I also asked for volunteers, and these are some of the volunteers that helped me at my dance. Using these skills in the future, I don't need to rely on anyone else to set up equipment for me, and I think I could DJ in college as a side career. Senior project requires 4 points: academic, service, personal growth, and career. Academically, I learned how to set up and take down the speakers. As a service, I donated money to a group of people. I donated it to the Wounded Warrior Project, and more specifically, veterans. I hosted an event personally for personal growth. I hosted an event that I didn't think I could pull off, even though I never had a doubt that it would go wrong because I didn't procrastinate and I was on task. It was a great accomplishment to pull it off. And as a career, I could DJ in college. We need to help our veterans get off the streets. I took a simple parking lot and was able to turn it into a place to both raise money and honor our veterans. Thank you. My name is Seth Cullen. Are there any questions?
That's a great organization, Wounded Warrior.
Mhm.
Really good job.
I was. My friend Tony just told me about it. I met him on that trip to the Boundary Waters, and he said, they really help people out financially and with other things. They helped him out through events they host, and a lot of his friends they helped out too. So I thought it'd be a great organization to donate to.
Where are you going to college next year?
I'm going to Winona State University, and I plan to be an English teacher, a high school English teacher.
Good for you. Fantastic.
Are you going to be doing any more gigs in the future? Are you doing the masquerade ball at all? Or?
Yep, I'll be DJing. I did one dance before this. I did a Valentine's Day dance, and then I did this dance. But what's nice now is I don't need to rely on anyone else to help me set up the speakers because I can just do it myself. Before I needed to have Clint show me what to do. But then I learned it this time, so I don't need to do that again.
Okay, so are you doing the masquerade ball?
And I am doing the masquerade ball, and I'm doing the Valentine's Day dance for Spectre.
Very cool. Okay.
You can do that as a part-time job.
Yeah, well, that's right. I think I could do it in college definitely because weddings, you always need a DJ
yeah.
at weddings, so I think I could do that.
Yeah, how much do you charge?
I just do it for free for the school.
Okay.
It's really more about the experience just at school.
Mhm.
I don't feel like I should charge now, but I think definitely later I should figure that out.
Mhm.
They don't do it for free at weddings.
No. Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in NHS. I'm the vice president of NHS, so it's usually like events hosted through NHS. I just feel like I should just do it for free and just do it from
Kind of like a
NHS.
built-in DJ, they're like, oh, I
Sure.
can do it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Now I'm just kind of the go-to guy. Like,
Yeah.
hey, do you think you could DJ? And
There
it's
you
like,
go.
yeah, I think I can.
It's good experience.
Yeah.
Get some graduation presents.
Oh yeah, that too.
Probably. Yeah, like even like the all-night party. Of course, no, you'd be partying on that.
Yeah. Well, I know some people wanted me to do prom, but it's kind of like I want to experience prom.
Yeah.
so-
Now to be
Yeah.
dancing on that one?
Yeah.
Don't be spinning the discs.
Other than that, I love to DJ. It's fun.
Yeah. Very good.
Nice
That's it.
presentation.
Yeah, nice
Thank you
job.
so much.